Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do completed pages for March video. I know there's kind of a shadow. It's a gloomy day and it's later in the day and light makes a shadow. But so these are the pages that I have completed for the month of March. I don't have a lot this month. I don't have as much as I did for February. I don't know, like, are you guys kind of going through, I'm kind of having a hard time focusing on what to color and what I want to color and finishing things. And I think what happened was kind of when all the shelter in place and stay at home orders started going on and the numbers started rising and being published, it was pretty alarming, of course. And I think a lot of us were glued to the TV and social media for a while. And it made it hard for me to want to color or hard for me to focus on coloring. And I would do a little bit and then I couldn't really finish anything. And so, I don't know, I just struggled. And I'm still struggling some, but I kind of have a plan to help me focus for April. And I'll get into that in just a minute. So I have this Macarons Sketchbook coloring book by Karla, Magana, and it's already got crap on it. I don't know. I've got like a smudge up here at the top, and I've got something here. I don't know if it's ink or what, because I used Distress inks. And I did color one page in this. Keith got me this for my birthday last month, and this book is so fun. It is absolutely, like, seriously, I didn't even know where to start with it. But this picture I thought was the one to start with, because in my opinion, and I heard people have referred to this one as the clown girl. To me, she's a birthday girl. And because Keith got me this for my birthday, this book, that's what I colored this one first, and she's supposed to be me on my birthday. With her red hair and blue eyeshadow, because, you know, that's me. That's my look, red hair and blue eyeshadow. So I used markers for this. I think I probably used my Bic Markets. Those are the ones, or whatever they call them now. They always change the name. And then some pencil. I'm not sure what pencils. I didn't keep track. And that's one of my other goals for April, is to actually write down what mediums I'm using so that I can remember. And I know, obviously, I used white Posca and some, but I think the black dots are just marker. I think I just dotted those with marker. But I don't know what pencils. I'm leaning towards saying Prismacolors, because now that I see, like, the pink around her, that little bit of pink, I think that looks like the neon pink or the hot pink from Prismacolor that I like so much. So I think that's what I did. And then the background is the Distress inks. I had a big haul of those for my birthday, and I just started playing with them. I have to practice with them a lot more, because I don't know how to blend them very good, but I shall practice and endeavor to do better next time. So that one was from the Macarons Sketchbook coloring book by Karla, Magana. And then next I have the Miss Fintastic from Deborah Muller. I mentioned before that, I have a sheet of paper in here. I'm going to pull that out. I mentioned before that I would like to complete this book this year, so I totally think that I will not have an issue being able to do that. And I think I only did 2 this month in this one, though, and I did not flag them. So this is one of them. It was a pirate mermaid, and I used my hero pencils and stickles on this one. So you can see the stickles. I was very unhappy with my stickles application on this one, because I feel like they went all over the place and didn't go where I wanted them to go. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what I think about my stickles. I'm thinking maybe I just want to start using like gel pens instead of stickles, but I have all these stickles and I don't want to waste them, you know. So I'll work on it, because my issue with the stickles is I can't squeeze the bottle because of my hands. So I was using a brush to apply them, but I think I need a stiffer brush. The one I was using was a little bit too soft, and I think I didn't have as much control over making like a straight, steady line where I wanted them to go. So I'm going to work on finding a different brush and try that again. Because I don't want to give up stickles, right? Like nobody wants to give up stickles because stickles gives you life, right? And then this was the other one that I did. And this one is also the Hero Gung Hai pencils. And I used the Copic Spica at You or At You Spica gel pens. And I feel like I did a lot better job on this one because I just outlined where I wanted the glitter to go. So I don't know if you're going to be able to even see that or not. A little bit around like her fins, you know, and then a little bit on that star and her tattoo. So that's what I did in Miss Fintastic. And then again with the Deborah Muller, I worked on a page out of Wicked, and this one I did. Oh, the page from Karla Magana was also a Color Your Horde 2020, and this one I did a Color Your Horde 2020 because it was the first page I'd colored from this book. You guys, I have tons of Deborah Muller books, as you all know, but I haven't colored in all of them. Or sometimes I'll print one off that I want to color, and I don't color in the actual book. So I don't think I had colored anything from this book, whether it be a PDF form, and I know I hadn't colored in the actual physical book. So I did count this as, oops, I didn't mean to hit the camera. I did count this as Color Your Horde 2020, and I colored this girl. And she took me a long time to complete. I used the Spearfarben pencils, and then I used, what did I use? I colored the background with a Bic marker or a Sharpie, I can't remember. And then I used the Glamour Dust, black Glamour Dust, ultrafine glitter paint is what I put over the background and in her eyes. So, I don't know, can you see? There you go. You can kind of see the glitters now. So, yeah. I enjoyed doing this one though, but it took me a while because this was what I was working on when all the stuff hit the fan. And so I got a little bit nervous and had a hard time focusing. But I wanted to color. I feel like her hair took me a really long time to finish. I'm not a big fan of coloring hair. And this is a funny story. I put this in our Deborah Muller group, but I had this book out on our dining room table. I was coloring in it, and I had left it open the night before, when I went to bed that night. And my father-in-law has visiting physicians that come in and see him. And one of the, what do you call it, the PA, physician's assistant, had sat down at the table. He asked if he could sit down at the table and start typing some notes in his computer. And so he was doing that, and he looked over and he saw that picture, and he said, that's weird, or he goes, I can't remember exactly how he said it. And I said, well, I'm, into adult coloring. And he said, I thought adult coloring was just mandalas and flowers. This is, and shit, this is freaky. That's what he said. So I thought that was kind of funny, but that's our Deborah Muller, right? That's why I love her so much, because she's freaky like me. That's why I like it so much. So that one is from Wicked. And, well, listen, I'll just keep on going and then I'll mention what I'm going to talk about next. So then I kind of barely started another page from Floral Fairies. I could not sleep one night, so I got up, because I'm sure I'm not the only one having trouble sleeping right now, right? I couldn't sleep, so I got up and I started coloring the Easter Lily Floral Fairy. And all I did was that one little section of her dress, and then I felt calmed down enough to go to sleep. So, and I wrote down the colors I was using on a little scrap of paper so that I'll be able to go back and start that over again. So I figure I'll complete this one by Easter. So since I started it. And then another one that I started the other day is from the Beauty of Horror, and I do have the dust jacket off of this right now. Since I was working in it, I didn't want the dust jacket to get all bent up, so I started this page, which is a double page spread, the one that's on the cover of the dust jacket, and it's the one of the zombie laying in the garden and the other zombie dude walking behind her. And all I've done so far are leaves. Some leaves on this side and some leaves on that side. So that's it. That's all I have done. And I really wanted to complete my page in Serene, but I just wasn't able to focus. But I'm hoping to do that this month. So for April, I want to complete this double page spread and Serene and the Floral Fairies. And then I have another page that I want to do also. So I hope I'm not biting off more than I can chew, but I think I'll be able to do these things because they just said, like, what we thought that the stay-at-home thing might go until April 15th here, or 14th, and now it's the 30th, and who knows if it'll even be longer than that. So I think, you know, there's plenty of coloring in my future. And I will do some color along videos when or color and chats or whatever. So the page I want to do in Wicked, I was thinking of doing, because if you guys watch Adult Coloring for UFOs, and I will link her channel below. Anytime I talk about another person's channel, I will link it in the description section below. So even if I don't tell you that it's going to be linked, I'm going to make an effort to link anybody that I mention. I'll link their channel. And so she put out a video, I think it was yesterday, or it was yesterday that I saw it, where she is doing a color along hashtag for the month of April, and it's called Alien April 2020 or April Alien. I can't remember. I think it's Alien April, but I'll look and I'll put it in the description section. And it's taking pictures that are normal and turning them into, like, a face or a character, turning them into an alien, or you can color a picture that is of an alien, you know, and then use that hashtag for the month of April. And she has some really good examples in her video that she introduces. So actually that's what I'll do. I'll link the video where she introduces the hashtag. I'll link that video in the description section below. But I thought that would be really fun to start, like, to do a page like that. And so I was looking at this book last night, and I was trying to figure out if there was one that I thought would work really well for to be able to transform it into an alien. And I decided I think I'm going to do this one, because I think the shape of the eyes is already very alienish, like a gray alien. And I like that it's got the stars around it. So, and I kind of like that she's holding a skull, like maybe she's eaten somebody for breakfast, like a human. I don't know. I haven't decided exactly, but I like that. So I think I'm going to do this one for that hashtag. So other than the fact that I want to do, like, those work in progress that I've already started, I'm thinking about starting to follow more color alongs. I never really was interested that much in them, but I kind of feel like I need some focus, and I thought that would help me in my narrowing things down of what I feel like coloring. So if you know of any good color alongs that are going on for April, if you could tell me, like, list them in the comments section, I would appreciate it. I thought about looking on Instagram for, you know, just different hashtags, like April Color Along or something like that, Color Along April 2020, just because I might be able to find some that way, because I don't follow color alongs and I don't really participate in color alongs. Rarely do I do that. I think I did one for Victoria last month, and I'm going to do this one for Jackie, the alien one, but I've never been like a color along type person really following them, but I think it would be good for me to have, like, focus, you know what I mean, and help me narrow down decisions and stuff like that. So if you know of any color alongs coming up, I know that Sammy is doing a PDF where you color like the PDFs that you printed off. That was for last month, and I believe it's for April also. Or was it for February and March? I can't remember. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. It was either March and April or February and March. I can't remember. But yeah, so if you know of any good color alongs for April, holler at me in the comment section, please. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an easier time figuring out what to color lately and sticking to it than me. I've never really been like this where I'll start like a page and just do a few things on it and then leave it. I don't do that. That's not me. But I think it's I think it's a bit of depression with everything that's going on that's causing me to have a lack of attention span or inability to focus on things. And I think I'm probably not the only person that's going through that right now. So, all right, you guys, I will be seeing you soon. Have a good one.